What's up, YouTube? Charmin here, coming at you guys with a brand new Star Wars Battlefront video. And today, I want to talk to you guys about possible expansions and maybe even some new weapons that we're going to see in this game. Now, right off the bat, though, before we go into that, I just want to actually say that if you guys don't already know, on December 18th through the 21st, starting at 1 a.m. Pacific time and ending at 1 a.m. Pacific time, Star Wars Battlefront is going to have a double score weekend, pretty much in honor of the new Star Wars film, The Force Awakens. Now, what's cool about this is that it is a double score weekend, so you're going to earn both double your score and your credits, so you can go ahead and basically get yourselves leveled up and buy some of that gear you guys are looking for. Alright, but anyway, let's get into what we were talking about now. What we're talking about is possible expansions. Now, what I'm hearing a lot of people actually say is that they are predicting that Clone Wars is going to come to Star Wars Battlefront. Now, is this a possibility? I don't know. But I will say this one, it is very possible. I mean, the Season Pass actually says that there's going to be 4 expansions coming. Okay, so that leaves a lot of possibility for anything, but what I do not believe is that if they make the Clone Wars, that it will be the next expansion. I believe, personally, in my own personal opinion, that the very next expansion to this game is going to be somehow related to Star Wars The Force Awakens. If you think about the whole thing with Jakku that happened, what, 29 years or so before the actual Star Wars Force Awakens, you know, they waited and held that off, and then they gave it to us, you know, a couple of weeks after the launch of the game. So for me personally, it would only make sense to believe that they will actually be bringing something along the lines of Star Wars Force Awakens to the game first, before they even try to even look at Clone Wars. And I think that's a really good thing. Now, what you guys are looking here, if you guys have seen some of these things flipping by, these are actual weapons that I have found on another website that are, they're not really, I'm not saying that these are coming into the game, but these are actual weapons that were made for Star Wars The Force Awakens to be used in the movie. So, if, in fact, you know, there is a DLC expansion that comes for the Star Wars Force Awakens to Star Wars Battlefront, then we could potentially be seeing some of these weapons actually being brought into the game. And I think that's really cool, because some of these weapons look really awesome. You know, they also say when it comes to the Season Pass that there's like 20 new pieces of galactic tech, including weapons, vehicles, star cards for both Rebels and Imperials. So 20 new pieces of gear. It says over 20 new pieces of gear. I mean, that's a lot of different weapons right there. You know what I'm saying? So any of these could possibly come. I don't really think that all of them will come, you know what I mean? But there is chance that some of this stuff could find its way into the game. And I think that's really cool. So, I mean, take a second, take a look at some of these things. And I also want to know what your guys' favorites are. So, if some of these things have names that are official to them, you can see at the bottom. Some of them don't. So, I mean, I know it would be hard if you just say that you like this blaster rifle. But, you know, I mean, I just think they're cool, and I think they're really cool to look at. Again, I just want to reiterate, none of this is confirmed. None of this is being said that it is going to be in the game. You know, the whole Star Wars Force Awakens expansion is confirmed. I mean, EA DICE has pretty much kept a lid on everything. Every time someone asks a question about what the new DLC is going to be, they just say that, you know, stuff is going to be coming in the future. And they actually do say one thing, though, is that we're looking at the first expansion to drop sometime early in 2016. So I'm hoping that when they say early, that does in fact mean January and not February, because I'm just super excited and pumped to go see what the next installment to this game is. So, you know, your guess is as good as mine, but we do know that it is going to be sometime early in 2016. So I'm thinking either February or January, February. I'm hoping more January. And if you do, in fact, buy the Season Pass, then you know that you're going to be getting this content 2 weeks before everybody else who does not buy the Season Pass. Now, another cool thing I think is that when you look at the Season Pass information, it does say that there's going to be 4 more heroes and villains for you to fight against. So what that means is basically with 4 more heroes and villains, you're talking about 8 new characters. So potentially we're talking a new hero and a new villain for each expansion. You see what I'm saying? So let's go into a little bit of conversation here on this end. Now, if they do bring Star Wars The Force Awakens into this, my prediction is going to be that the villain is going to be Kylo Ren and your hero is going to be Finn. Obviously, because you're talking about your 2 main characters right here. But when it comes to Clone Wars, you know, I am really excited if they do in fact bring Clone Wars. And you know, I'll tell you what, the villain character that I really want to see come to this game if they bring Clone Wars, and I think a lot of people are forgetting about, is General Grievous. I think General Grievous would be awesome in this game. I mean, just imagine that. You're talking about like a, you know, 5-6 foot freaking robot, 4 lightsabers spinning them things around. Oh, that would just look so cool if they can actually make that work out. So I am really excited to figure out what's actually going to be coming down the road for sure. And, you know, they also say that they're going to be making new maps and things of that nature. Now, when it comes to new maps, obviously, I don't really know what you're going to go into when it comes to The Force Awakens. I haven't seen the movie yet. I will be actually going out to see the movie tomorrow morning, and you guys are safe to know that I will not be releasing any spoilers whatsoever or anything like that, so you'll be good to know that my videos should be solid right there. And if for any reason that there is anything that does have a spoiler, you are going to get a huge warning way in advance to know that something's coming up. I will not just ruin the movie for you guys. I think that is completely wrong on every front. Now, but like I said, one of the things that they also talk about in that season pass is that there's going to be 16 additional multiplayer maps featuring new locations and stuff like that. So here's what I'm thinking, okay? Honestly, and you guys let me know what you think. Let me know if you think this is an awesome idea. But if they do bring Clone Wars, I really want to see Feed. I think Feed would be awesome. You know, the whole thing on Naboo with the castle and, you know, fighting inside, though. I don't really want to get this outside stuff. I think a close quarters inside, like Feed Castle, that kind of thing, that would be awesome. And here's the best one, though. I mean, I ran this by a couple of my friends, and everybody seems to forget about this. But, man, I tell you what, I would love to see Gungan City. If you could go down into Gungan City and, like, play Droid Run or any of the other close quarters game modes right there, with all the glass walls, seeing Cooperfish and whatnot just swimming by, that would be freaking amazing. Oh my god, that would be so much fun to be able to see all that. And, you know, DICE, they have the capabilities to go ahead and do this stuff. One of the other things I really want to see them bring to this, though, is I want to see more dynamic mapping. I want to see them kind of, you know, utilizing that Levolution type stuff like they did in Battlefield 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be awesome. I mean, when it comes to, say, Jakku, you know, how they had that Super Star Destroyer in the background crashing, I wish that would have crashed more center field and it would have, like, disrupted the map a little bit. You would have had to go over it, around it, whatever. I think they need to kind of bring more Levolution to this game, personally. But all in all, I still think the game's solid and it's awesome. I mean, we're also going to be looking at, like, 4 new game modes. I have no idea what the game modes could be at all. But, I mean, here's my list of potential heroes that I'm looking for when it comes to these, you know, 8 new heroes, or excuse me, 4 new heroes and villains and whatnot. I'm thinking possibly, like you already heard me say, Kylo Ren, Finn, General Grievous, of course. I'm hoping that if they do the Clone Wars type stuff, I'm hoping that they kind of go through the Clone Wars show. So I'm thinking more like Ahsoka Tano, Asara Ventress, Master Yoda, Count Dooku. You know, any of these would be awesome. I honestly, there's so much that they could bring to this game that it just blows my mind. You know, maps like I was talking about, Feed City, Gungan City, Mustafar, Dagobah. I would love to see when it comes to game modes, maybe space battles. Maybe they bring that space battles back. Everybody keeps saying space battles. I think space battles would also be an awesome addition to this game. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I really do, or I really would like to see them. Anyway, guys, though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at those different weapons and whatnot like that. I think a lot of them are really cool looking, especially like things like the Hut Splitter or the Trandoshan Doubler or the Trandoshan Tripler. You know, even Captain Phasma's weapons, a projectile rifle, all of this stuff looks really cool, and I'm just super excited to see what is around the corner, and I hope that they do bring Star Wars The Force Awakens to this game. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys' favorite weapons are. Let me know what some of your ideas and thoughts are, because I'm really curious to know where everybody's thinking that this game is going to go, because it's definitely something that's good to talk about and share some ideas. And also, you know, like you said, you can go to those forums and whatnot and share some of your ideas. Maybe DICE will listen to you. You never know, you know what I mean? If not, then I'm sure that they might be taking some stuff into consideration for, say, Battlefront 2 down the road, you know, so anything's possible. Anyway, guys, if you guys are looking to see some more of these weapons and whatnot, I'll be linking the website down below for you guys to go ahead and check that out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps you out. And if it does, please feel free to go ahead and slap that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to join the Charmin today. And you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and comment below and follow me on my Twitter to stay up to date with all my YouTube videos. I'm Charmin, and as always, thanks for watching, and y'all come back now, you hear?